I've been using the iPad Pro 2018 for a year now and can give you a proper review. What is this machine capable of? Can it replace your laptop? And most importantly, should you buy it in 2021? Welcome to my channel, let's start. First of all, this iPad is still an absolute beast. You should not hesitate. If you have a great deal, go and buy it. It debuted back in 2018 with the price of $799 for the base 11-inch model, and for 12.9-inch model you should have paid $200 more. Add here the price of Apple Pencil and Folio keyboard, which are $129 and $179, and you get the price of MacBook Air, which is absolutely insane. That was expensive. However, nowadays you can find used iPad Pro for something like $500 or $600, which is, I think, a great deal. And most importantly, people on eBay usually sell it with Apple Pencil and keyboard included, so you can save some money on buying new stuff. You can also try to find iPad Pro 2018 brand new, but I think it's quite an impossible challenge, so you better buy used. I've bought this 256GB model Wi-Fi only from a friend of mine, and that's probably my favorite piece of tech I've ever had. I mean, look at the bezels, which are thin and symmetrical, though including the Face ID system. Look at the flat edges that were here 2 years before iPhone 12 was announced. In terms of design, this is truly the amazing device. The only part that is missing in the comparison with the latest iPad Pro is the ultrawide and LiDAR sensors on the back. Otherwise, this device looks completely modern and fresh. Not only this iPad looks fresh, it also works great. There's Apple A12X chip, which delivers PC-level performance, and you feel it. Alongside with 4 GB of RAM, this chip makes it impossible for the iPad to lag or stutter. During the year of using it, I did not experience any problems. All the games are smooth and beautiful, all the apps work fast. As a student, I deal with huge PDF files quite a lot, and this iPad opens them correctly and lets me edit and work with them fast and smooth. Here I should mention the support of the second generation of Apple Pencil, which sticks to iPad like that on magnets and charges wirelessly. At first I thought that I don't need Apple Pencil as I'm not a digital artist, but then I tried it for once and I use it like literally every day. Returning to PDF files I've mentioned, the Apple Pencil lets you draw in them, lets you mark important words and even translate some parts. So I think it's an ultimate device for students. You can open the text on the one side of the screen, the notes app on the other, and create a floating window of Safari. Just like that, you can use 3 apps simultaneously. But what about these apps? Does iPadOS support some professional programs? Yes, it does. This spring I turned off my MacBook Air and left the city iPad only for a month. And you know what? I survived pretty well. I've been using the Lightroom, which is basically the copy of desktop app now, for basic raw editing, Pages and Notes for writing, and Safari for web browsing. I guess what most of the people do with their laptop is Zoom calling, typing, and maybe basic photo or video editing, and iPad can do all of this. Of course, there are some spheres that are rather limited on iPadOS, but it becomes more and more convenient day by day. This fall, Adobe introduced the Illustrator app for iPad. The Photoshop had already been introduced before, and there are some replacements like Affinity Photo, Affinity Design, and LumaFusion. So my idea is that iPad can be a cheaper and smaller alternative to a laptop for some of you. But keep in mind that I'm speaking about the 2018 model, because the current 2020 iPad Pro is sometimes more expensive than the basic M1 MacBook Air. Speaking about the other features of this iPad, I can't skip the screen. In my case, it's 11 inches with 120Hz refresh rate and it's easily the best feature this iPad can offer. Sharp, bright and with great colors, it is still the best IPS you can find on the market. The immersive experience is complemented by quad speakers that deliver some breathtaking sound, and I have already told you that iPad is great for study, but it's also as great for having fun. Netflix, YouTube, games, music, it was made for this. So, coming to the conclusion, why should you buy the 2018 model of iPad Pro? First of all, it's powerful as hell, and I mean it. Second of all, it's way cheaper than the current gen iPad 2020 model, but basically it has the same chip and the same level of performance. And for the last one, this iPad, though being not that expensive, gives you a unique experience by being both a great machine for work and study and an ultimate beast for media consumption. That's it, thank you for watching, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe for more.